Hi, welcome to KidsPoint. So for the summer months, we will try to have a KidsPoint each week, and you can use these on Sunday mornings or whenever works best for your family. There'll be a story that's geared for all ages, but also especially for the kids ages 2.5 to about 6 or 7. And then I'm going to add today a devotional for the older kids with a more challenging question. So today, our story is about Zacchaeus, and I'm going to read our story from this book called the Read Aloud Bible Stories book. The Man Who Was Too Little. This comes from Luke chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. Zacchaeus was too little. He was too little to reach high things. He was too little to see over big things. And one day, Zacchaeus almost didn't get to see Jesus because he was too little. Jesus is coming down the street, somebody said. Let's go out to see him. Now Zacchaeus wanted to see what Jesus looked like. So when other people hurried outside, Zacchaeus hurried too. The little street was full of daddies and mommies and grandpas and grandmas and uncles and aunts and boys and girls and friends, all wanting to see Jesus. Here he comes, the man shouted. Here comes Jesus now. I see him. I see him. Zacchaeus tried to see too. First he looked this way. Then he looked that way. But there were too many people, and Zacchaeus was too little. He couldn't see Jesus at all. What shall I do? Zacchaeus thought. I know. I'll run and climb the big tree. Then I can see him. Too little Zacchaeus started to run. Go, Zacchaeus, go fast. He came to the tree. Climb, Zacchaeus, climb fast. Now Zacchaeus was up high. He could see the daddies and coming and the mommies and the grandpas and the grandmas and the uncles and the aunts and the boys and the girls and the friends. And then Zacchaeus saw Jesus. Jesus stopped at the big tree. He looked up right at Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus, he said, hurry. Come down. I'm coming to your house. Well, too little Zacchaeus did hurry. He went down that tree fast, and then happy Zacchaeus took Jesus home for dinner. What did you learn? Jesus knew Zacchaeus was in that tree. He even knew Zacchaeus' name. Jesus knows where you are all the time. He knows your name too. Did you know that Jesus knows your name and he knows where you are even right now? What does it mean to you that Jesus knows your name? Let's learn a little bit more about Zacchaeus through this devotional book, Thoughts to Make Your Heart Sing. Jesus was a friend to the sinners. As we learned, one day Jesus visited the important city of Jericho and had a meeting. Who with? The mayor? The bishop? No, Jesus made a beeline straight for the biggest sinner he could find, who, by the way, was quite small and went up a tree. It would be like going to Washington, D.C., and instead of having tea with the president, finding the worst criminal and having tea with him. Zacchaeus was the most hated, despised man in the whole city, and of all people, he was the one that Jesus told to have tea with. Back then, that was scandalous. It was like saying, let's be friends. The important people sneered. Jesus is the friend to sinners. They were right. Jesus loves sinners, and they're the whole reason he came. 1 Timothy 1:15 in the New Living Translation says, Jesus came into the world to save the sinners. People who have been saved from sin and choose to follow Jesus, they behave a little bit differently. In fact, others are going to be able to tell that they have changed. What are the changes that took place in Zacchaeus? We know from the story that he changed from being a greedy man to being someone who was generous. What was it that caused Zacchaeus to change? How do you think God changes you today? I hope you have time today to talk to your friends and talk to your parents about this, and have a great week. Bye.